Well, President Obama's Buffett rule, a higher tax on millionaires, failed last night in the Senate. This issue, the issue of taxes, is sure to be a big one in November. Our next guest, who voted to block the Buffett rule, says instead of a new tax, we need tax reform. Ohio Senator Rob Portman is a Republican on the Budget Committee. Happy Tax Day to you, Senator. Are your taxes done?
Thank you, Shanna. My taxes are done over the weekend, like many Americans, though it was painful.
Down to the
complicated
wire.
And painful.
Down to the wire.
And look, this is tax day today. It's also tax freedom day, so it's the day when we finally end up paying enough taxes to start, putting the money in the bank for ourselves and our family and our kids and grandkids. So we have a high tax rate in this country, and we have a tax code that's way too complicated. And frankly, this Buffett tax that the president has proposed does nothing to help get our deficit under control. It pays for about a week of spending on the interest on the debt, and it's bad economics. I know it's good politics, or else he wouldn't be pushing it as he is, but it doesn't do anything for our fiscal condition.
All right,
and it's bad for the economy.
Let's focus on what's ahead then. I was reading an editorial you wrote yesterday, and one of the things that you ended with was this: a bipartisan consensus is beginning to take shape on tax reform. Tell us about
Absolutely.
that. What do you mean by that?
There are two good things happening. One is people are understanding that we got to get this economy moving. We're coming out of this recovery from this deep recession. It's the worst recovery, the weakest recovery we've had since the Depression. And so we need to do things to get the economy moving, and people are realizing tax reform is one thing we can do, both on the individual side and on the business side, to get the economy moving. So I think that's good, because there's a growing consensus around that, by the way, including members of the administration, Democrats and Republicans. Second, there is a growing consensus about what we ought to do. What we should do is get rid of some of the tax breaks, the preferences that are in the tax code, actually lower the marginal rates to create more economic growth and jobs. And every economist that looks at it, right, left, or center, says that our current code is inefficient, antiquated, hurts our ability to create jobs, and there are ways to do this that can increase savings and investment, work, and jobs. So that's the good news. The bad news is we're distracted by the politics of things like the Buffett tax that are going to do nothing.
There are a lot of distractions. Specifically, what tax breaks would you get rid of?
Well, I think you have to look at the entire code, and if you start on the corporate side, for instance, we now have a 35% rate, which is the highest in the industrialized world. Japan just lowered theirs to make us #1 in the world, and something you don't want to be #1 in, because we're losing investment and jobs because of it. And you need to get that rate down to, I think, 25%, which would put us in a competitive position, and do so by eliminating some of the preferences that are in the code. Now, some of these are hard to do. There are issues that some people feel very strongly about, but we've got to get at this, and the way to do it is to look at the deductibility of interest, for instance, look at some of the ways certain things are depreciated, so-called, written off more quickly than others. There's lots of things in the code, including some energy preferences, both on the oil and gas side, but also significant preferences on the renewable energy side that need to be looked at.
For consumers as well, not just businesses, right? There's some personal deductions, whether or not you have an energy efficient car, you want a home mortgage deduction. So these are some things that we'd like to talk to you more about. I have to move on to the second topic, because Mitt Romney just announced that he's officially looking for a vice presidential candidate. They've started the process. Have you been contacted at all by the Mitt Romney campaign? Your name has been out there by many speculators, if you will, about what's going to be next in this campaign.
I have not, Jenna, and look, I'm very happy where I am. You and I have talked about this before, but the big issues, tax reform, regulatory relief, getting this deficit and debt under control, these are all going to go through Congress. And this is, frankly, where you've had political paralysis, and I think I can help the most here. I have spent my career here in the House and Senate doing that, trying to bring people together to solve problems. We got some big problems in this country. Again, things like the Buffett tax are not going to solve any problems. Good politics, lousy economics, bad for the fiscal condition. We need to actually get working on some of these things that make a difference in people's lives. So that's going to be my goal.
We do have a lot of big issues. Do you think you'd make a good vice president?
I think I'm better equipped to be here to help get the legislative process moving. Look, I have a passion for these economic issues, as you know. That's where I focused, and I think these are the things that we have to do. If we don't, our kids and grandkids are going to live in a country that's very different than the one we have today, because this debt and deficit will end up in a fiscal crisis and an economic crisis. If we don't get the economy moving, the United States will fall behind other countries, because other countries are moving ahead. In terms of tax reform, every other industrialized country has reformed their taxes in the last couple of decades and lowered the rates, except us. So it's a good example of where the United States needs to be much more aggressive in dealing with what I think are structural problems in our economy that this administration is ignoring.
Well, we look forward to talking to you more about some of your ideas for the solution, especially a bipartisan maybe legislation in the future, and we look forward to having you back to talk about some more of those specifics,
Thanks,
Senator. Nice to have you. Thank you very much.
Good to be on with you. Take care.